a place of safety and refuge in a time of rough seas and stormy weather. A good definition of a harbor, perhaps, but when the uncertain times and the anxious moments affect a child, a sick child, and his or her family, you need a very special harbor, a children's harbor. And that's exactly what the counselors and staff of Children's Harbor have been providing sick children and their families since 1990.
A place they can go when the sailing is rough on life's uncertain seas. When a child is sick and the whole family needs more than a doctor, more than a hospital, but a place where the entire family can go together for some calming reassurance.
Ben and Lou Ann Russell began dreaming of building such a place for children and families on Lake Martin in 1987. The dream became a reality in 1990 with the dedication ceremonies of Children's Harbor, a not-for-profit organization. From the beginning, the mission was simple, strengthening children and families.
Lou Ann and I have tried just to give a little bit back to the community. You know, only a thin veil, in a sense of the word, separates those who don't really have serious problems from those that do. And it just dawned on Lou Ann and I that, you know, we were very, very fortunate, and we should try to do something for those who are having tough times.
At the beautiful Lake Martin campus, children with serious illnesses and their families are able to enjoy many outdoor activities that their typical peers also enjoy through the Mariners Adventure Camp, Mariners Adventure Course, and the Mariners Retreat facilities. Camp Smile a Mile, Camp Bridges, Magic Moments, and the Children's Hospital Burn Unit are just some of the organizations who use these facilities on a regular basis. When these camps are in session, parents can relax in the knowledge that a professionally trained staff is supervising all activities.
In 1995, the same simple mission of strengthening children and families was the impetus behind the development of the Children's Harbor Family Center in Birmingham, adjacent to Children's Hospital.
We decided early on that a great mission for us as serving children and families with serious diseases would naturally be to associate ourselves with Children's Hospital. So we approached them several years ago and asked if we could set up a counseling program at the hospital. And it was a pretty simple venture early on, but it grew and grew, and we occupy now one floor of this large building, which is directly connected to the hospital.
Well, a number of years ago, when Ben and Lou Ann Russell came to us and talked to us about a partnership, we said yes. We wanted to take what they're doing at Lake Martin and extend it to the families here at Children's Hospital. That's a partnership that we want to see grow in the years ahead.
Today, our primary effort is centered around the Children's Harbor Family Center at Children's Hospital.
The Family Center, located on the second floor of the Children's Harbor Building at the corner of 6th Avenue South and 16th Street in Birmingham, is a collaborative effort with the Children's Hospital of Alabama and provides free counseling, social services, educational services, and financial support to families who have children with long-term serious illnesses. These services are provided by caring and dedicated master's level counselors, social workers, and educators. Services provided include individual and family counseling, parent and child relationship counseling, parent training, play therapy, coping techniques, support groups, educational services, and social support services.
For parents of very sick children, the Family Center at Children's Harbor has been a comforting light in a dark, dark place. Alyssa Primo's parents found they had a place to go when Alyssa became sick.
My daughter was diagnosed with Burkitt's lymphoma when she was 2.5 years old, and the first thing we did was come down to Children's. The very next day there was a Children's Harbor representative here talking about the resources that were here at Children's Harbor.
We didn't know what was going on or what to expect, and Patty, who was with Children's Harbor then, came to see us and to offer her services and offer the services at Children's Harbor, and to give us a little bit of an idea of what to expect and what things that we could do or what we could ask and what they could help us with.
Most people can't imagine the fear a parent feels when told his or her child is ill. Molly Batley's daughter, Shelby, was diagnosed with leukemia just before she turned 4 years old.
Everything about a family's life when your child is diagnosed with cancer changes. Nothing will ever be the same. But Children's Harbor provides a place where a family like ours can feel normal because you're around other families who are going through the same type of thing.
Comfortably furnished, the Family Center at Children's Harbor has something to make every family member feel at home. A computer area for research or games, a conference room for private meetings, a family kitchen, a toddler play area, and lots of rooms for activities from basketball to foosball and air hockey. There's also a family resource room and lounge area, and a fitness center equipped with stationary bicycles, a treadmill, and weights for stress relief and physical activity.
The physicians of Children's Hospital feel fortunate to have the resources of Children's Harbor to help support their young patients and their families.
The key services in general are those of family support, psychosocial support, and then just human everyday existence, and those are the kinds of support that we get from Children's Harbor and the Family Resource Center.
To have counselors available who specialize in chronic diseases and the impact of chronic diseases on families is a great resource, and we routinely, whenever we have a new family, are able to send them to meet with, or have the counselor often come to clinic and meet with them to talk about the kinds of pressures and the kind of difficulties that that's going to place on the family.
Dr. Benfield is closely involved with Camp Bridges, a special camp held on the Lake Martin campus for teenagers who have had kidney transplants.
Having a transplant and being a teenager is a very difficult time. And we came up with the idea to have a summer week-long camp where teenagers could spend a week together, see that they weren't really as different as they thought they were, having a lot of fun, but also learning some about becoming independent, some about being a normal teenager, and some about preparing for future life.
For parents, the chance to see their child growing in confidence despite a chronic illness is worth everything. Cassandra Covington, mother of sickle cell patient Kenneth Covington, sums up how most families feel about Children's Harbor.
I love them. I really do, because it's a lot of things that I needed help with myself, and they was there. Shaluba, the social workers, everybody's nice.
Families are the first priority of Children's Harbor, and we believe they should have easy access to the services offered. A physician or medical team member may refer a family for service, or the family can simply refer themselves by calling Children's Harbor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
All of our services are provided to families at no cost to the family. All of our funds are private funds. Therefore, we have to go out into the community, communicate our needs, and depend on people in the communities, both individuals, the corporate community, foundations, and any other funding source that's out there. Those are the people that we try to network with and raise funds.
For the families, like the Primos, the Batleys, and the Covingtons, Children's Harbor has become an important extension of their families, one they can't imagine life without.
You too can become a member of our family by helping to support the work of Children's Harbor.
Simply call 334-857-2133 or 205-939-6123, or send your tax-deductible contribution to 1 Our Children's Highway, Children's Harbor, Alabama 35010-9534. Children's Harbor is a place of calm when the storm rages around children and their families, a place where they can seek shelter, comfort, and support until they're able to move on their own again.